According to Monday, October 20th spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, BNB, Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park, teases Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, in jail, and Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, has a surprise reunion planned for John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlan. It appears that Finn will see some familiar faces at the Cliff home when he returns from surfing. Finn will be thrilled to meet Steffi, Kelly Spencer, Sophia Parras, and Hayes Finnegan, Brian David Garlick, on their reunion. Steffi will be happy to return to Los Angeles, even if she needed this time away to clear her thoughts. Finn will undoubtedly enjoy the sweet times that are ahead because he has missed spending time with Steffi and the children. Naturally, Finn will also be terrified of the hard news he must deliver. Since Steffi isn't yet aware of Luna's survival or any other turmoil around her, Finn will get ready to tell her. Steffi will review Finn's updates and insist on more information since he is about to inform her that Luna is still alive. Steffi will find it difficult to comprehend Finn's Luna information throughout the course of the upcoming episodes, particularly the fact that Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, surreptitiously saved her and allowed her to go loose once more. There will be a lot for Steffi to process because Finn's crazy narrative will also include Luna's pregnancy with deceived Will Spencer, Crew Morrow. Even though Steffi will be furious about these shocking revelations, at least Luna is imprisoned and unable to harm anyone else. Finn will stress it when he assures Steffi that they will overcome this together. Poppy will then decide to make fun of Luna in Monday's BNB episode, so she will visit her in jail and make it clear that Bill Spencer, Don Diamont, won't be coming to her aid this time. At first, Poppy will pretend it was a smart move because Luna is expecting a tiny Spencer heir. Poppy will point out, though, that it wasn't a good enough plan to spare Luna from the penalty she is currently facing. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna will be furious with Poppy's arrogant demeanor and her mother's planned gloating in Monday's episode. Monday, October 20th, 2025, opens with a slow roll of Pacific waves glittering beneath the Malibu sunrise, the familiar rhythm of the ocean mirroring the pulse of life returning to the Cliff House, where John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, stands barefoot on the sand, surfboard tucked under one arm, salt water dripping from his hair as he gazes toward the horizon, unaware that his morning will turn from serenity to shock. Inside, Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, has arrived quietly. With Kelly, Sophia Parras, and little Hayes, Brian David Garlick, the children's laughter echoing through the rooms like sunlight after weeks of gloom, the scent of their favorite pancakes already filling the air. Finn steps through the doorway, startled for a heartbeat, then breaks into a disbelieving grin as Steffi turns toward him, eyes shining. He drops his board with a thud and pulls his wife into his arms, the world narrowing to the warmth of her skin and the scent of sea salt in her hair, and for a moment everything that tore them apart, fear, betrayal, the ghosts of Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, melts away. Kelly squeals and jumps between them, Hayes toddling behind, and Finn crouches to scoop both children up, dizzy with relief that his family is home. His laughter mixing with theirs in a melody that has been missing from these walls for far too long. Steffi watches him, joy softening into gratitude, but beneath it lies the familiar tremor of unease. She can feel that Finn is holding something back. After breakfast, while the children chase bubbles on the deck, Finn pours coffee with trembling hands and finally admits there's news. News about Luna. The name itself hits Steffi like a stone. Finn explains everything in a rush. How Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, secretly saved Luna's life after her supposed death, how Luna went on the run, how Bill Spencer, Don Diamont, tried to help but was deceived, and how the truth exploded when Luna was found pregnant, carrying Will Spencer's, Crew Morrow, child after drugging and seducing him under the guise of Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace. Each sentence feels like another betrayal, another echo of the nightmare Steffi thought she'd buried. Her fingers tighten around the mug until the porcelain creaks. "Alive," she whispers, half to herself, half in disbelief, then louder, sharper. "Pregnant." Finn nods, remorse shadowing his face. He confesses that Lee knew that she kept it hidden, convinced that protecting the Finnegan name justified deceit. Steffi paces, her voice trembling between fury and heartbreak, railing against the idea that Luna, the woman who nearly destroyed her family, could have cheated death and returned to haunt them again. Finn reaches for her, promising that Luna's in custody now, that justice is finally catching up, but Steffi's trust is frayed. She loves him, yet every revelation reopens an old wound. She demands to know how long he's kept this from her, why he waited until now to tell her. He answers honestly that he wanted to look her in the eyes when he did, that he didn't want another secret between them. The honesty disarms her just enough for compassion to creep in. She sighs, resting her forehead against his, murmuring that all she's ever wanted was peace. Peace for their marriage, for their children, for herself. Finn promises her that peace is still possible, but even as he speaks, his phone buzzes with a message from Lee. She's not done yet. He pockets it quickly, choosing not to show Steffi. Miles away, under the sterile flicker of fluorescent lights, Luna sits in her jail cell, legs pulled to her chest, her once perfect hair tangled, eyes rimmed with sleepless fury. The clang of the cell door jolts her from her trance, and there stands Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park, impeccably dressed, her expression a blend of disgust and triumph. "Well," Poppy drawls, stepping closer, heels clicking like a countdown. "Looks like your little masterpiece backfired." Luna glares up at her, muttering that she doesn't need a lecture, but Poppy's voice cuts through the air like glass. Sarcastic, venom-sweet. "I warned you not to play games with men like Bill Spencer. You thought you could outsmart the sharks, baby, but you forgot. You're bleeding in their ocean." Luna's lip curls. "You think I planned this? You think I wanted any of this?" Poppy laughs, a brittle, humorless sound, and leans against the bars. "Don't pretend you're innocent. Pregnant with a Spencer heir. You might as well have tattooed Gold Digger on your forehead." The jab lands, but Luna refuses to flinch. She fires back that Poppy was never a mother, only a spectator in her downfall, always too busy chasing attention to care who got hurt along the way. For a moment, Poppy's eyes flash with something raw. Hurt, maybe guilt, but she masks it with a smirk, murmuring that at least she knows when to stop digging her own grave. She circles closer, whispering that Bill isn't coming this time, that even his money can't save Luna now. Luna lunges toward the bars, fury snapping in her voice as she warns Poppy to leave before she says something she can't take back, but Poppy's parting words are soft and cruel. "You got the Spencer name, darling, but it cost you your soul." When she's gone, Luna collapses back onto her cot, trembling, one hand on her abdomen, whispering to the unborn child that they'll survive, no matter who turns their back on them. Back in Malibu, Steffi stands on the deck, watching Kelly and Hayes play, and quietly wonders how she'll explain to them one day the tangled web of choices that bind their family to chaos. Finn joins her, sliding an arm around her waist, and together they look out at the sea. For the first time in months, they share a fragile stillness.